Hey, it's Lee, and I'm here with another pizza review. This is one I've never tried before, I'd never even seen before, but it looked pretty appealing to me. It's hard to read, Pizzeria Libretto. And it says handmade the OG Neapolitan. And this is obviously Neapolitan style. It's got that kind of, it looks like that kind of chewy crust with the char on the edges. And then we've got, actually, you know what? Let's wait till I open it up and we'll see a little bit better what's going on. It's a Margherita pizza. I've looked at the weight, 528 grams, so over a pound. And on the back, it says cook at 450 for just 5 to 7 minutes. Interesting. So I guess it's pretty much a done deal. It just needs to warm through. So we'll go ahead and open it up and take a look at the toppings. All right, pizza is out of the wrapper, and what do we see? We see big slices of, I guess that's mozzarella or fior di latte or whatever they call it. That's what it looks like to me. I like a buffalo mozzarella type of deal. A little bit of sauce. Doesn't look like there's a ton. And some big old basil leaves there. That's kind of all I see. It looks, from a topping standpoint, it doesn't look very topping heavy. So I'm hoping the crust ends up being pretty good because that seems to be most of what I'm going to be eating here. But it's promising. I really enjoy a proper Neapolitan pizza. So let's see how it looks when it comes out of the oven. All right, here is the pizza out of the oven. What are we seeing? Well, full disclosure, I kind of screwed this up a little bit. I warmed it according to the instructions, and when I took it out, it said, wait till the cheese is melty. It wasn't melty, but it was fine, whatever. But when I touched it on top here, it wasn't even warm. It was still a little cold, even though I had maxed out the instructions, which said 7 minutes. So I put it back in, and just to kind of speed the process along, I put it on broil. I only wanted to do it 30 seconds, and then I got distracted with something, and I put it in for like a minute, so it toasted things up a little bit more. It's not like way too far gone, but it might be a little bit unfair. What I can tell you from taking it out of the oven is that this crust is hard like a rock. And I don't think that's because of the broiling. I think it's just the way it is. So it's probably not going to be very Neapolitan, because Neapolitan, well, at least the proper ones I've had, were kind of chewy. This doesn't look like it's going to be chewy. Let's just see how hard it is to cut, actually. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. I'm really struggling. I will do this off camera, probably with a regular knife, so I can kind of smash through this. It's not looking promising right now, but it might still be good, so I'll be back with a review. All right. The pizza has been cut successfully. Wasn't as hard once I kind of had a better angle for it. Still kind of had to snap through it. But it went through. So what do I think of this pizza? It's a bit of a mixed bag. I think the sauce is really authentically good. It just tastes straight up very tomatoey, really nice. It definitely has some Parmesan in this. I think, at least that's what it tastes like. It's got that kind of like a little bit of that salty, but also a little bit, it's just slightly bitter thing. I like it. The cheese is just, it seems like of a decent quality. I don't think there's obviously not a ton of it, but that's kind of typical of the style. The basil, super nice. I love basil. I love a Margherita pizza for the sole reason that it's covered in basil. And there's a decent amount of it, so that's good. The crust, which ended up being a lot easier to eat than I expected, still not easy. It's still very crispy on the outside, but it does have a little bit of chewiness inside. It's not like it's completely too far gone or anything like that. The little bit of char on the outside, the one that I didn't necessarily inflict, is really nice. The one thing I will say, which is like a positive and a negative at the same time, is that there is clearly a lot of salt in this crust. and you can really, really taste it to the point where it's almost too much. I love salty stuff. I often complain that pizzas lack some flavor, some frozen pizzas lack flavor. This is just like a salty bread. It's really kind of nice. I feel like, but at the same time, it's distracting. I feel like you could kind of tame it down with a little bit of like an olive oil, maybe just to dip it into, or even like a dipping sauce would go well with this pizza, just because you kind of need to stop the saltiness. It's a little too much, and I've probably said that 3 times in my life. I love salt, but at least it's got flavor. At least may not be the best thing, but at least it's interesting. As far as like something that I would go back to, I'm not sure. But baseline, I think this is interesting enough. I'm going to give it I don't remember if I give halves. I never remember. I think this is a 7 out of 10. If I give halves, it's probably a 7.5 out of 10. But I'm going to stick with 7 out of 10. It's if it had more toppings, I think I'd go a little heavier, even though that's not necessarily part of the style. It's just with such a hard crust and such a significant amount of crust, I just need a little bit more to balance it out. Anyways, thanks for watching. I can't even speak.